This is how you know someone has never earned this sort of money before. I can always tell. Let's say I make a video talking about saving up 30 grand in 3 years or earning £2,000 a week and that. I can always tell by the responses whether or not someone has seen that sort of money, has earned that sort of money, been able to accumulate and save that sort of money, just by the response. If they talk negatively against it or they're trying to pick at it or whatever, I just know they believe it's not possible because they've never done it before. So it seems impossible to them. So, right, obviously, I made that video where I was showing you the pay slips from over the last few years and that. Then I made a follow-up video to that, and I was basically saying like how I got fired from a job that was paying me £2,000 a week. I'm a fucking human being, and I don't read from a script. I talk straight off the dome. So obviously, when you are speaking, maybe there's going to be certain things you may say incorrectly, yeah? So during that video, I was saying that I was taking home £2,000 a week minimum and having to pay £500 tax per week. So after tax, I was getting paid £2,000. But just before tax, obviously I had to pay £500 tax a week. During that video, I must have made a mistake and said I paid £500 a month. Then next minute I said £500 a week. So, and I don't usually respond to haters or trolls or nothing like that. But if I can make a video about it and just open up people's eyes to certain things and that, like me, I'm all about human nature and psychology and that. And I can just tell by the way people respond and that, I can just tell whether they're hate or whatever in it. So, like I said, man, I don't really respond to haters or nothing like that. But it's funny as well. My girl said to me like, Jay, how do you deal with all the hate? Like, because she's seen some comments and that, like. So basically, obviously, man's on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. On YouTube, it's pretty much just supporters there, innit? Don't get much views and that. It's pretty much supporters. TikTok, when I first jumped on TikTok and that, I noticed there was a lot of haters and that. But haters, they ain't got good intentions and that. And, most people, they can't stick to anything. So eventually, they'll just drop off and that. So for the most part now, I'll say it's like a lot of people, there's a lot more support than there is haters on TikTok and that. On Blood, Instagram, big up Made You Think. Made You Think posted up 2 of my videos. Now, obviously, what I was talking about in those videos did ruffle a lot of feathers and that. But still, the first video that Made You Think posted up was, I was making a video where I was talking about, like brethrens and like mandem that are like leeches and that. And basically one of my old school friends, I bumped into him at the petrol station and he was talking about, how much is it to wire in a cooker? And I said, yeah, probably like £40 or something. So what I'm going to do is tell this person that I know that needs a cooker wired in, I'm going to tell them £65 so I can make a £25 drink. Anyway, that video got a lot of hate. And then that video where I'm talking about in the Jamaican households and that, the parents basically subconsciously train the younger siblings not to respect their older siblings in that. Blood? That video there, is like fucking throwing a little sheep or a little antelope into the jungle and there's a bag of lions around there. The amount of hate, it was literally 1% of support, straight 99% straight haters. They were delete your channel, you idiot, Jay done all this business and that. My girl was like, how do you deal with that? Like, I just disconnect, man. I don't care. I'm trying to say, like, this is what comes with it. Yeah, you're gonna put yourself out there, expect people to hate and that. So anyway, a man said, you just said tax £500 a month, then you're saying a week, stop waffling. I know this person has never earned £2,000 a week. Because just by that response, I can tell they think it's a lie. The reason why they think it's a lie is because they've never done it before. I promise you, there's people out here making serious money. There's man out here that's earning £5 grand a week. There's man out here who's earning 26 grand a month. I've seen it. I didn't earn that much. I've seen someone's payslip before, £26,000 a month. Not in that 1 month. They've done that in a few, like over the course of a few months and that. Yeah. When you've been there, done that, if someone else is talking about they're doing it or whatever, you're like, yeah. I promise you. In that video, obviously, man saying that it's £2,000 a week take home, £500 a week tax. If we scaled it down, yeah, and knocked off a zero, let's just imagine, yeah, I was saying, yeah, I'm earning £200 a week, and then I have to pay £50 tax. I promise you, this comment wouldn't exist. Because it's so minor and minuscule, that sort of money there, a man would be like, yeah, who cares? But because it's a big boy money to this person, they think it's not possible. I promise you, if I was sat in front of Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk talking about, yeah, I earn £2,000 a week and that, they would never say you're lying. They wouldn't give a fuck. That's idiot money. Them man, they get that a second, blood. Let alone an hour. You think if I sat in front of fucking Alan Sugar and I was talking about, yeah, I'm about to complete on my 4th property. Yeah, man, I'm rich, man. And they just look at me like, what are you talking about, I'm rich? I had 4 fucking properties when I was 20 years old. Funny enough, with Alan Sugar, a lot of people think that, oh, he made his millions and that by selling electrical goods out of some dirty rust bucket van. Nah. Obviously, he's an entrepreneur, innit? And obviously he has the Amstrad. Well, he had the Amstrad, that telephone thing or whatever, innit? But how he actually made the bulk of his fortune was through commercial property. He would buy commercial property and renovate them. So if you lot thought that, he made his fortune out of, selling electronic goods or whatnot, or The Apprentice and that, nah. He made his fortune from renovating the commercial properties and that. So when I see some comment like that, like this, I just know this individual has not ever seen this sort of money. Because like I said, if we scaled it down and knocked off a zero, and I said, I'm earning £200 a week and having to pay £50 tax, a man wouldn't even give a shit, blood. But because this sort of money is like, oh my God, £2,000 a week, that can't be true. Because I'm only on £400 a week, £1,600 a month. The reason why a man can't believe it is because it's never been there. Trust me, when I was working at Home Haringey, I was taking home £1,900 a month. I pretty much take home that a week now as well. Between £1,600 and £1,900 I earn averagely a week. When I was at Home Haringey earning £1,900 a month, if someone said, yo, there's people out here earning £1,900 or even £1,500 a week, I'll say you're lying. As an electrician, I'll say you're lying. Because if you've never seen it, if you ain't been there, done that, if someone's talking about it, you ain't going to believe them. And if a man has been there or whatever, there's certain people, they're so up their arse and that, and they're like some high flyers and that, but they're around a lot of broke people, and they're used to being around people where they earn 5x their friends. Yeah, they earn 5 times their friend's salary and that. They're used to being the top breadwinner in their social circle. They're the one that's earning bare money. They're around a lot of broke people and that, and they like to keep it that way. So if someone else is talking about, yeah, I'm earning the same sort of money, like, nah, man, you can't, nah, it's bullshit, it's bullshit, it's bullshit. Because they're so used to being above everyone and that, yeah, standing on their soapbox and that, they think that, they're the only ones that could be earning this sort of money. When I see responses and comments like that, I just know this person here has not earned that sort of money. Because if they was on 2-3 grand a week, they'll be like, yeah, nothing.